Hello everyone! I'd like to use this video to show you how to use Noteflight. Hopefully before you watch the video, you'll have signed up for an account with Noteflight. It's free. Hopefully your parents have helped you use an email address that they think is okay for you to be able to use for this program. First thing we need to do is log in. So when you log in, you can use either your email or a username if you set up a username. So here is my username, and I'll put in my password and log in. Okay, when you log in, you'll see a page that looks like this when you're logging in for the first time. All you need to do to start your first piece is up here on the top, the red button that says New Score. It might take a minute for it to load, but that's okay. Once it loads, you're going to see a screen that will look something like this. All right. You'll see here it has an example for both treble clef and bass clef. We don't need to use both, we only need treble clef. So what we'll do is go down to the left of the bass clef and there's a little light box. Click on it, it'll highlight the whole bass clef in pink, and you just have to hit backspace or delete to get it to completely disappear. Done. Now, we need to write 8 measures of music. If you look what they have right now there are only 4 measures. So we need to add in 4 more. What you do is up above the 4 measures, there are little bubbles with a little plus sign. Keep pushing the plus sign until you have enough measures. So now I have 8. Now I'm ready to begin. I'll go back to the first measure and click on it. Once I did that, now look, there's a note head that's floating up and down along here. I can put in whatever I'd like. Our choices, remember, are going to be the notes B, A, and G. And if you really want to use them, you could also use the notes C and D. So I think I'll start with B. Click on it. There it was, and you can even hear it if you have your speakers on. Now, it comes out automatically as a quarter note. I like that. I'm going to use that for my first one. Second note, I'll put it right here. I'm going to hover right above that quarter rest, and I'll click where I want it to go. Same thing for the next note. I'm going to put it right in front of the half rest. There it is. Maybe I'll leave that quarter rest there in the end of the measure. Sounds good to me. Click on the next measure to start writing the next measure. Maybe in this measure I want a pair of eighth notes. So I started with this and it automatically gave me a quarter note. I need to change that. Down here in this little box, instead of it highlighting quarter note, I can press eighth note. There it goes. Now I want 2, so let me click in. There they go, and it even connects them together just like we're used to. Maybe the next one, maybe I want a note B. Oh, but I don't want that one to be an eighth note. I want to use a quarter note. So it's still highlighted there in the orange. Go back over here, press quarter note, done. It's ready to go. Keep adding in notes. Oh, look, that one it turned into a half note because I had a half rest right on top of it. I don't want to use a half note. Go back, change it. It's all set. Let me put in another one. You know what? I don't think I want 2 of these in a row. I can take this note, it's still highlighted orange. I can click and drag it wherever I want. Now some of those are not our good choices, but maybe I'll put it on the note B. That works for me. Let's try another measure. Oh dear, I just clicked on the measure and it already put in a note. But luckily, we know how to fix that. Take it, click, and drag it where you want it to go. I'll keep it on G. Next note. How about an A? Maybe the next one a B. And then maybe a pair of eighth notes. There they go. Now did you notice it pushed my empty measures onto a second line? That's totally fine. It's just helping us space it out so it's easy to read. When all 8 of those measures were on the same line, they were really small and kind of crowded. This program will help to spread those different things out. All right, let me write one more measure. How about, oh look, it remembered I was using eighth notes, so it put eighth notes in again. Maybe I'll keep using eighth notes for a little bit. Oh look, it put both sets together. That's totally fine. It doesn't have to be separated. The program will want to put them together like this if you put a bunch in a row, but no worries. It'll work the way it is. It's totally fine. There's still eighth notes. Maybe I'll put in for my last one here. Keep it a half note. Maybe at this point I want to hear how it sounds. That's totally fine. What I want to do is if I want to hear how the composition sounds so far, I go down to the bottom left corner and there's a little orange arrow. If I press that, it will play exactly what I've written so far. If I needed to save it and stop, or if I was all the way done and I wanted to save it, first thing you're going to want to do, and you might even end up doing this first. I didn't think to do it first. Put in a title. How about I call this My Recorder Song? You'll probably come up with something more interesting. Where it says composer, that's you. Put in your name. Now that I have all of those different things in, over here, File, and I'm going to click Save. It'll save me a copy. That way, if I left and went back out into the home screen, or even if I logged out and logged back in, it'll show me my composition right here. So when I open it back up, there it is. I can click on it, and once it loads up, there's my song. And I can keep working on it when I want to. Hopefully this video has been useful to you. If you get stuck, watch the video again. Maybe have an older brother or sister or a parent help you and have them watch it with you so that they can see how to do all of the different things. I'm happy to help you a little bit in school, but I really want to see how much you can do on your own. I'm really excited to hear your compositions. I think you'll do a great job, everyone. Good luck! I can't wait to hear your final work.